Welcome. This is Poetry Month. My name is José Faus. I'm a writer, a poet here in Kansas City. We were scheduled to do a reading, but due to unforeseen events, we are not. So I'm going to read you three poems tonight to honor the occasion. The first one's kind of sad. A poet friend of mine died last week unexpectedly. His name was Pelham McDaniels. Had a connection to Kansas City, played for the Kansas City Chiefs, and was an awesome writer. Then we got the news yesterday that Evan Poland had died, the Irish poet. And I confess, I was familiar with the name, but not the writing. And I've since have read a lot, and it's awesome work. So I'm writing this because I happen to think that when a poet dies, it's the saddest thing in the world. So here's for this. A poet died tonight. A poet died tonight and no one cried, just yawns from passers-by, and a whistle like the squeal of a toy truck backing up. No premonitions or mysteries or learned astronomers to sing, constellations to sail by, just the sun going down and the moon lining up while stars flicker in the sky. Cats beneath halogen lamps lick their paws, hunches on garbage cans. Dogs howl at empty chicken coops or sleep in padlock junkyards. A woman pulls the curtain open on a corner flat above a diner, looks down the empty street, whispers a prayer into the dark, and seals the window tight. No finger-clutching diamonds, no expectations, no regrets, no words or afterthoughts, only the rustle of the curtain scraping the weathered jambs. No claws scuttling along ocean floors, or women sipping tea or dipping their scones in lukewarm milk. No talk of Michelangelo, much less paintings on a wall. No one cared enough to ask. No news in letters to decipher. Armies lined up and shot. Soldiers took breaths and died. No hearse or attendants on call, just profligate princes to reward. No commands or decrees, just distant letters from a prescribed alphabet. Death is death, and life is death. No way to tell a red wheelbarrow from a crushed yellow Cadillac. No month crueler than any other. A fork in the road is two roads. No consequence in the telling. A clock ticks an ordained time. Wheels turn from the effort of a crank. Fortunata's wheel breaks, and we wander blind. Nothing happens anymore. Everything is bits and pieces of the same. A poet died tonight, and the barred owl circled the collapsing barn, clutched the peak above the gate, and fell asleep. This one is a play on Captain, My Captain. Oh, Captain, My Captain. And it's called Captain, Captain. And it's about somebody that doesn't do their job. Let's just say. Captain, Captain, there is something bobbing on the ocean floor, something going up and down like a man about to drown. I see nothing but swells whales, my first mate, nothing here to grouse about but the bobbing of a buoy in the swells whales of these southern gales. Captain, Captain, there is a hand waving frantic side to side, a distress bobbing up and down the waves. We should set the boats adrift and go to him before the waves takes him to his grave. There is no need for such a thing. Those are flags, not hands that mark its space. Lock the wheel down, we shall see our rest. It is nothing but a buoy and flags flapping like a man, just a mirage and a bunch of swells whales dancing to the gales. A little morbid. And this last one I will read is about quarantine time. Seriously, there are times I really do not know what day it is. I lose track. And that's okay, maybe that's the best way to deal with this. So this is a poem, it's called Marking Quarantine Time. Sunday lost its shape first. The postman came by, brought no mail in his bag. Instead, we went for a walk. The park path winds to a walled-up cave where a pink-topped kern mimics a wheelbarrow. Down the hillside near the lake, a hydrant tilts on the wet grass. A hawk in the pine soars in haste, a jay at its hide. Eagerly distracted, I label and slide the day into a sleeve. Monday, not as robust. Come afternoon, sags by the clock near the door, tries to make the case it still cares, falls asleep in the hall. A raindrop falls from a leaf, the jolt startles a stink bug. another sleeve to fill up the page. Tuesday is sluggish, bloated, wiggles in place, rolls over, shades and laughs at the dog. Wednesday gives up at noon, asleep by sunset, misses the killdeer jump, absorbed the wind's haymakers, and rising with brisk flaps, stick its beak out, going toe to toe, till it hovers, a draw, hummingbird-like. It laughs and relents, glides down to the earth, catches his breath, repeats over and over. Its glee, a defiant refrain. The song vibrates in the sleeve, in the bag at my feet. Thursday makes plans for the weekend, stacks and stores them in plastic cubbies with old screws, buttons, keys, and thimbles of lint. Friday and Saturday see no sun, closed drapes, cold blue routine. Lists and blueprints for swings and slides litter the floor, and a wine-stained glass covers the clock. I wake late, find Sunday asleep, cover it in plastic and store it away. Already a bag full of Sundays, and Monday just barely begun. Thank you very much.